I have made a new account called Easy 30 TOA to pretty much the end of Zhang Liao's banner. See if I can 30-star TOA.
Greetings, my lady.
Subscribe! This video will be a Wuthering Waves. Video's a little different. I wanted to go over my first big project on Wua and what I'm working on, and just I want thoughts, comments, advice. I want as much input / backseating as possible. So let's get right into it. I have made a new account called Easy 30 TOA. This is 100% inspired by Eeks. Shout out to Eeks. Go watch them. They did something similar with Genshin. I feel like right now was the perfect time for me to try this challenge. I saw it, I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to apply it to Wuthering Waves. I created a new account. I just started today. I only have 4 hours on this account so far, where what we're doing is starting completely fresh. I don't even have my full map open yet. I actually just finished Act 5. Pretty much we're starting completely fresh. Actually, Act 6. We're now we're waiting to get to level 22 for Jue, but started Act 6, and essentially what we're doing is new account, completely free to play, not spending any money on top-ups, any money on any of these realistically, and giving myself to pretty much the end of Zhang Liao's banner. See if I can 30-star TOA. I have a 2-day head start. The reason why I have a 2-day head start is because, well, I'm going to get to part of it, but I'm actually going to TwitchCon, and so that is going to diminish. That's like 3 days gone right there, right? But I have a 2-day start. I'm trying to actually do this event now before it expires, which, by the way, it's a cute event, but Jesus Christ, I mean, it is it's a hassle, man. It is absolutely a hassle. It's cute. I only have 710 popularity out of 6,000. I'm going to try to hit close to 6,000 as I can tomorrow. I want to try to get him done before the event, before he actually comes out, because he comes out on the 7th, I believe, right? So, excuse me. I'm really trying to get that done, and yeah, I am trying to see if we could just 30 the TOA within pretty much 3 weeks and 2 days. But realistically, I'm only gonna have 2.5 weeks on the account. So I will be going live tomorrow. Actually today, technically today, by this video is uploading. It's 4:30 in the morning at the moment. I'm going to go live 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to continue the grind. And I'm pretty much going to be working on this account almost every single day. I'm going to try to do most of it on stream. But my thought process behind the account of discussing with chat, I had some pretty bad luck. I had some pretty bad luck. I got Kalkaro in my first 40 pulls, unfortunately. And so, of course, he's completely useless because Zhang Liao is literally going to replace Kalkaro. Initially, my first thought was that I was going to, hopefully with RNG Jesus, get Encore, then use the single ticket on Verena, and if I had some extra leftover pulls, I would have used John Shit for CC. Clearly, that plan is no longer inactive, right? That plan is washed. So I only have Havoc Rover, Donjon. I got very lucky. I'm actually very happy I got Donjon. Please shut up, Donjon. I got very happy that I got Donjon in the first 40 pulls. So I will kind of take this, honestly, over Encore realistically. So this is going to be some variation of a team. Zhang Liao, Yang, Baiji, and then I think my filler, I'm going to have to build Trixia. You know, I do believe it is going to be very important for me to save my convenes. And so at first I was thinking, okay, like, if I just wish on Encore's banner, I can get her, and then after that, I'll be able to build her high enough. I could build her high enough, but it's not worth it, because we realistically need weapons. And so here's where my thought comes in. With this, I'm going to try to get Havoc Rover to level 80. I don't think I will reach a high enough union level to get to 90. I'll go over the problems that I foresee us having in a moment and potentially how I'm going to counteract that. But I want to get Havoc Rover as high as possible. Donjon probably close to a 70. And Verena I'm going to keep around the 50 range. Baiji will probably keep around the 50 range. And Zhang Liao I'm going to get as high as possible. And he's going to be probably targeted with Ling Yang for the energy restoration, and then I'll have Sanhua and the rest of the people for the Concerto energy for like the easier levels of the tower. My goal is with Zhang Liao, I am going to be rolling for his weapon. His weapon is going to be giving I think it's a 24% crit rate buff. I'm actually going to pull it up right now. They just dropped something on it recently. Let's see, on Twitter. So Wuthering Waves. Yeah, so this weapon is pretty busted. Gain 12%, 50%, 18% attribute damage bonus when using Resonance Liberation. Res Liberation for 8 seconds. This effect can be extended up to 5 times. Each time Resonance goes capped at 3 times. 24.3 crit damage. 20.3 crit rate. Everybody knows crit rate is extremely, extremely lackluster in this video game. You're going to absolutely be struggling with crit rate. So my thought process is if I can try to get his weapon, especially early, with 80 wishes. I already wasted 10 on here, so I'm kind of a goofy goober, but it is what it is. If I can get his wishes here, and then I want to lock down Emerald. I want to get Emerald. I have Commando already. We will get his weapon, and then I don't know. I feel like with maybe 1 Emerald, his gauntlets, and Commando Conviction, that might be enough. And then I could use the rest of my Acerite on Resin Refreshing, right? Because realistically, she uses swords. She just uses Rectifier. I'm going to have to probably wind up using an energy regen, like just a Rectify Voyager, probably. I'm going to keep on her. Same thing with her. Like, I think it's just going to be a 3-star weapon here. But yeah, I mean, they use a sword. I did get a Discord. I did get Discord for them. Obviously, I'm not gonna use Dauntless, so I did get Discord here. And yeah, I think that's gonna be enough. I don't know if I'm gonna really get Static Miss for her, just because realistically speaking, she's only gonna be used for the smaller floors. I really didn't want to build Chixia, but here we are. For all the smack I've talked about Chixia, it has come to bite me in the ass. So I think with Emerald, Commando Conviction, we'll use this as Jing Liao's weapon. You know, and then obviously they can run Commando as well. And then obviously the 2 rectifiers. I think we're looking pretty good. And then I could use the rest of my wishes for Resin Refreshing within that time frame. So realistically, I'm only going to need 160 pulls because at the end of the day, it is guaranteed pity, right? And so obviously, if I go to the shop here for a moment, I can buy 3 of these at the moment, and then I could buy well, I can only buy, you know, whatever. But so you get what I'm saying. So I think that is the route that I'm going to go down. Now, my biggest problem is going to be echoes. It is going to be getting my union level high enough. Unfortunately, I started this challenge at potentially the worst time, where this only has 1 day left on it. I already used my double XP, so I'm kind of clipped here. I don't know what the highest level union. I don't know what the highest union level will be that I can get to in this challenge. I'm shooting for 40. I'm shooting for 40 bare minimum. I'm going to be grinding like a madman. I would really actually like to get a 45 for this. If I can go to 45 and get an extra 5-star weapon supply chest and actually even save wishes, that would be ideal. I think what I'm going to do is with Jing Liao, because once I get him, he's going to be my main exploration team. I'm personally going to try to hold all my Asterite, other than the ones I'm going to refresh with, and see if I can hit 45 soon. So that is the goal. And what do you think? How can I hit 45 as fast as possible? I am probably going to be dabbling with some Depths of Elusive Realm tomorrow, because I know you will get echoes from this as well. And I know there are some things I can get here from echoes. So I'm actually probably going to go to this event offline. But yeah, this is my challenge, man. Do you think I can 30 the TOA with the account, with the characters I've leveled out for you? I'm not pulling on the character banner. I think it's a waste. It's not needed. And realistically, the only person I think that's going to be on his banner is Donjon, and I already have Donjon. Most likely my 4 stars are going to say C0 as well. I just we get some crazy cons from like you know, weapon pulls. I think we're kind of just sitting there. So that's the challenge, man. That is what I'm going to be working on. When this challenge ends, I'll probably need about a week or 2 to piece the video together, because it's probably going to be over 100 hours of footage. But the fact that I'm grinding in alt account and more that I've grinded on my own account is pretty crazy. And also the other thing, actually, before I go, is my Echo plan is probably for Jing Liao will be 4-4-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. But these 2 are gonna have to do 4-3-3. Now I might be able to get some 3-cost Electro Echoes for free, as I was discussing earlier in stream. My buddy Osseo showed me through some events and stuff. So if I can get 3-cost Electro Echoes, I'll take that. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty wild and pretty rough, and we're gonna really see what the free-to-play experience is like if you play and just zoom through it. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, let me know what you think. Is it possible? Is it not possible? What do we think? Mwah, I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
It's calling my name.